I'm designing my own UI because Blender's UI sucks, and this is update 2 showing off some of the new features that I've just added. Let's start with a new feature called scatter that makes scattering not only procedural but also editable. So this new tool combines geometry nodes and Python to create a procedural system that is not just procedural but it's also editable. So if you want to do things like move pieces here and there or delete an instance from somewhere, you can just select the eraser and erase that point. To create a new particle system, just click the scatter tool and it will add a bunch of particles. If you have an object already selected, it will use the selected object as the instance. If you want multiple objects, just select the objects you want to use as instances, select the scatter object as the last object, go to the instancing, and under objects, use the add selected to the list. You can randomize or remove rotation of an axis by just changing the slider to 0. If you want a quick scatter, just add a new system, increase the count, and go to the bounds, choose the spread you want. There is bounding box, circle, or plane. Move the points over the objects you want to scatter on. Select the objects you want to use as instances, add them as instances in the Instances tab, play with the scale and rotation settings you want, and go to the Actions tab and click Drop to Surfaces. This will drop all the points to the nearest surface below, orienting them to the direction of their normals. And if they are objects that didn't get any surface to sit on, you can hide them using the Hide Non-Dropped Objects. If you move the objects around, just select the points again and click Drop again to update to new positions. If you want painting points, you can go to the Painting tab, add a new layer, click Add Points. Now, anywhere you click or paint, you will add a point. You can reduce the spacing, spread to spread points around, and now you'll be able to add new instances everywhere you paint. Remember, at any point, you can still move any instance to a new position or get rid of it altogether. And all this without setting up any weight paints or collections to paint on. After you're done, you just click the Add Point again to go out of painting mode. And if you have extra points like we have here, you can go to Edit mode and select all the vertices they are attached to and delete them like vertices. I've also added some new operators like the edge loop to tube. When you select an edge, you can convert it into a tube using this operator. It has settings for radius, adding caps, resolution, and rounded corners in case you have created a selection that has corners. This is a great way to create pipe detail without doing too much work. You can apply this as its own object or keep it within the object you generated it from. Another new operator I added is the Add Detail operator. When you select any faces of a mesh, you can click this operator to have objects sit on the selected faces facing the direction of the faces. You can also cut into the mesh using the selected object. If you want some gap between the mesh and the Boolean object, just use the inflate feature. This will create a gap depending on the value of the inflate. It will also show you a guide to show you how large the gap is going to be, and when applied, you will see the results in object mode. I've also added new operators for bend and twist. These work only in edit mode on selected vertices or faces. For example, the bend modifier, when added, gives you this gizmo that also shows you how the bend is working instead of the guesswork you get with the Blender modifier. And the guide will also bend with the mesh just as a sanity check so you know how things are supposed to look. You have settings like length and angle, and you also get a gizmo to move the operator around. When I was working on this, I thought it could work well for motion graphics, but unfortunately for now, we don't support animation, maybe in the future. Another operator is the twist modifier. This also works like the bend, giving you a gizmo that bends and shapes with the selected faces. And for today's video, that's it. But remember, the add-on also comes with geometry nodes operators like this grass generator that also comes with wind. We have a rain generator. We have a road and traffic generator, and a lot more is coming. So if you want to check out the add-on, all links are going to be in the description. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.